Hey everyone. So it's been a wild weekend for crypto in general. Bitcoin being up, Bitcoin being down, Ethereum being up, being down. Same thing for the other ones. So how you guys doing? Sebastian here. I want to talk to you guys about obviously the crypto update, and then we just found out today that Ray Dalio, one of the largest hedge funds, now owns Bitcoin. I think he personally owns it. I don't know if the fund owns it yet, but it's definitely something that they're looking into. So let's get into a quick market update here, really quick. So Bitcoin, obviously over the weekend, crashed down to a low again of around 30,000, 31,000, and it has since been recovering, which is good to see. We're now kind of like at this support line right here. I think it's make or break on this line. If we can get above it, I think we'll be able to go up further from here and continue our bull trend. Dogecoin, same thing, had a smaller dip over the weekend and then it's back up. It is still holding above the 200-day moving average here, which is good to see. And then we'll see how it plays out going forward. If we look at Ethereum obviously had a huge dip as well, kind of like Bitcoin did. But it touched the 21 weekly moving average here and bounced off of it. And then here's a 200 moving average on it, and it hasn't touched that yet. But it bounced off of the 21-week moving average, which is good to see, and we're going back up. So obviously the next 24, 48 hours will be interesting to see if we can continue this trend up higher. Cardano is also bouncing back from its lows. If you were able to buy the dip, congrats to you. I didn't have any cash to put into it in the market this time around. I wish I did. Had to pay property taxes. So that cut out quite a bit of loose change. So we're back up to, we were down to about $1.05, and now we're back up to about $1.50, $1.49, which is a nice 50% increase from the lows. If you're able to buy at that low, congrats to you. So let's get into the actual article about Ray Dalio, and this was done from Coindesk. So Coindesk did an article for their consensus seminar that they have going on, and this was the interview was on I believe May 6th, and then they're posting it just now. So if we look at the article here, Ray Dalio, I have some Bitcoin, billionaire hedge fund boss sees an inflationary future where cash is trash, and BTC catches on as a store of wealth. He still doubts governments will tolerate it. So that is kind of interesting. I mean, we're seeing that with China and banning cryptocurrency mining and being able to invest in it. So interesting parts I highlighted here that I wanted to go over really quick. So Bridgewater Associates founder Ray Dalio said the U.S. dollar is on the verge of devaluation on a level last seen in 1971, and that China is threatening the greenback's role as the world's reserve currency. In such an environment, Bitcoin, with its gold-like properties, looks increasingly attractive as a savings vehicle, said Dalio, whose firm started 2021 with 101.9 billion in assets under management, making it the world's largest hedge fund. So I think about if they can actually put in 3-5% of their holdings into Bitcoin, you're talking about an extra $3-5 billion of somebody purchasing Bitcoin from this if they haven't already done it. Ray goes on to say, personally, I'd rather have Bitcoin than bond in an inflationary scenario, Dalio said during an hour-long conversation with Coindesk Chief Content Officer Michael J. Casey. Dalio did say, I have some Bitcoin. Dalio volunteered in the middle of the interview, which was recorded on May 6th, which, obviously Ray has been a skeptic of cryptocurrencies for a long time. So it's kind of nice to see him actually change his mind and see that the potential that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have. Broadly, the traditional finance world has gone from ignoring or shunning or tentatively embracing cryptocurrencies, some looking to profit from their day-to-day volatility, others seeking a haven from inflation as governments swelled money supplies during the coronavirus pandemic. And we're seeing that with a lot of people going into cryptos because of the inflationary hedge, thinking that it's going to help out. Obviously, the more money you print, you're devaluing the currency behind it. After expressing skepticism about the cryptocurrency as recently as November, Dalio began to show a change of heart this year. There exists the possibility that Bitcoin and its competitors can fill the growing need for an alternative store of value, he wrote in January. So you can see him warming up to this whole idea of cryptocurrencies over time. Obviously, as the price has gone up, it has made it obviously more compelling for people to join in. Here's a good quote. You need to borrow money, you have to print that, you need more money, so taxes go up, and that procedure produces a dynamic. Now, I can keep going on about what happens in that dynamic. It may be capital controls. I painfully learned in 1971 that it causes stocks to go up. It causes gold, Bitcoin, real estate, and everything to go up because it's really going down in dollars. And that's the part of the cycle that we're in. So he believes that there's going to be inflation, obviously, in the market. It goes on for the rest of the article here about China, neutral reserve currency. If you have the time, I highly recommend you guys read the whole article. It's very, very good. It gives a lot of perspectives on where Dalio is thinking things are going. And then let's take a look at some of the tweets here. If we look, so Willie Wu wrote, user growth on BTC now works. So here's a chart for it. No coiners are taking this opportunity to buy the dip. In case you're wondering, the bull market is very much intact. So based on the data on this, there was another article that I read where a lot of the old folks that are holding, not old folks, but the long-time holders of Bitcoin aren't selling. It's a lot of the new guys that came into the market this year that have basically paper hands and have sold as the market has been crashing. That's what contributed to the major sell-off. And then Michael Saylor retweeted, personally, I'd rather have Bitcoin than a bond. Ray Dalio, welcome to the team. We agree. So Michael Saylor is on board with Ray Dalio. And I think that's it that I have right now. I think, we're going to have to obviously see where Bitcoin is going from here. The next 24, 48 hours is going to be interesting. It'll give us a lot of clues as far as where the trend is going. But, like a lot of signs are pointing that we're still in the bull market, which I'm happy to see because we're still early on, I think. I think we might be able to reach 200,000-300,000 this year if it continues on the way it's going right now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the better quality of audio. I'm hoping that having the microphone up closer helps out. And yes, I do have a big, scratch in my head. I was working outside in the yard doing some projects and had a 2x4 fall. Scratched the heck out of me. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. It would mean a lot to me if you guys would subscribe to the channel. If you find these videos useful, I try to post a video a day, Monday through Friday. And then you can also help support me on Patreon. So all the links for the articles and the Patreon page will be down in the description below. Also comment on this video. Let me know what you guys like, what you guys didn't like, what you'd like to see more of. And that's all I got for you guys. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.